Ladies and gents, we are back with the DPL Season 1 of 2018. Match 2 between iG.Vitality and Team Max. Team Max taking a quick early game advantage last time, being able to pick up the Brewmaster for the first blood. But Vitality in the end winning the game and taking the series to 1-0. Max do have a chance to even it up, but it is just going to be that 2-game series, so even if they do take this match, that'll be as far as this one goes. But Max will be hanging around for a game up against LGD next after this series ends. The bands Vitality take out the other Titan, the Darkwell, as well as the Naga Siren. Max take out the Bounty Hunter, the Tiny, and the Chen, which was pretty effective last match. And I'm surprised Max, they have first pick, but they don't want to be going for it this time. They can pick up the Witch Doctor first if that's something they want to be going for along those lines. So, once again, first pick just go to Max. And
Radiant's pick.
They picked themselves up the Disruptor. Before, I think it was taken out in the second phase of banning last time. And Max decided it's too good to pass up this time, take it as the first pick. I don't know what they're going to partner with
10 seconds to go. Radiant's pick. Omni Knight.
The Omni Knight gets through. Vitality going to be picking up that one. Good offlaner. Quite a tanky hero, obviously, can keep himself healthy with the purifications as well. As the repels to dodge out any spells.
10 seconds to go.
So Vitality,
5
once again,
seconds.
I think it's too good to pass up as a first pick. Lock it into the team.
Dyer's pick. Dusker.
Koski's going to be the second pick up there as well. Again, good fight here. We did see it last time. I think it was extremely effective dogfights picking that one up. Great on the hero. Found a lot of blocks with the ice shards. Some decent snowballs to keep heroes alive as well. The Razor going to be picked by Team Max.
Ten seconds
And
to go.
I do like the Razor.
5 seconds.
I think it's a good hero. It's got great sustain, obviously. Being able to steal the damage just stops. If it's played in the safe lane as well up against the Omni Knight, stops the Omni Knight from really being able to right click. It means he does have to rely on that repel maybe to look at the last hits. Which the Omni Knight doesn't really want to be doing, wants to be saving that for when he's getting low so he can just repel himself. Sorry, not the repel, the purification. Purifies himself, does the damage to the heroes as well as the creeps, and then gets a bit caught out because if he starts to get low, the purification's already gone cooldown there.
10 seconds to go.
And Omni Knight can't keep himself alive.
Radiant's ban.
So it'd be interesting to see whether they run this Razor in the safe lane as Terrorblade as well as the Night Stalker taken out. Ban and removed from the picking order.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
And now Vitality looking for the 5th ban. Potentially as well, we see Max ban out the Viper. I'm assuming next just to make sure the Razor, if it is going to be the mid lane Razor, or even just a safe lane Razor, and make sure it's not contested by that off lane or mid lane Viper. Earth Spirit is going to be the 5th ban coming out from Vitality.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Team Max. I would have thought it would have been the Viper ban. They're actually going to be banning out the Morphlin. And I've, even since the rework, not seen a lot of the Morphlin. Seen a couple of matches where it's kind of done alright, a couple of matches where it's dominated, and a couple of matches where it's been absolutely trashed here. But I've not seen enough really to make a complete judgment. You know, less than half a dozen matches isn't really at somewhere where you can really mark the hero's tier. So more and more teams are starting to ban it out. So Vitality, what do they want to be picking up? They've got a position 5 to fill, as well as a safe laner and a mid laner. So Vitality, again, they can go back for the Witch Doctor. It's actually going to be the Gyrocopter that they pick up. Wanted to take that away from Team Max, maybe thinking they may pick it up with the Disruptor there. The Call Down, as well as the Flat Cannon, even something like the Rocket Barrage that just keeps heroes locked down in the kinetic field. The Rocket Barrage is pretty darn effective. So Vitality taking that away from Max as a potential carry pickup. And now, Max, how do they respond to this? Again, they've got that Roman position 4 hero to pick up, as well as effectively an off laner, as well as either a mid or a safe laner. The Razor is a flexible pick, so it can be adapted to the draft, depending on what they want to run, how they want to be stacking up against Team Vitality here. Again, they can pick up the Jug or the Lifestealer. Anything with a little bit of magic immunity, good against the Gyrocopter.
Radiant's pick.
Just to go for those early kills, they pick themselves up the Nyx Assassin. This is going to be an off-lane Nyx. Doesn't really get run as the position 4 at the minute. Can be. If it gets a quick level 6, you know, goes for a bit of a roam.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, HMX. Not drafting.
5 seconds.
Not that bad. Not a big of a deal until we get ourselves into the game. Yeah, Vitality could even run this Gyrocopter mid if they want to pick up something like an Faceless Void safe lane. Again, might not go too well with the Tusk, but the Omni-Knight Gyrocopter can do a bit of damage with that Faceless Void pickup. They pick themselves up the Shadow Shaman as the hard support. Offers a bit of push with the wards, obviously, but the lockdown coming through from the Hex, as well as the Shackles. And even has a decent amount of damage with its 70 base, I think it's 70, 74 base damage at level 1. And then the shock coming out as well. You put that with the Tusk, locks them down with the Ice Shards, a Missile, Rocket Barrage. So around level 2 or 3, this tri-lane combination coming out from Vitality gonna be extremely scary. And where are Max gonna go with this pick now? Got themselves 20-ish seconds reserve time to talk this one out. Think about the 4th and the 5th pick. What do they want to be banning up against? HMX is having trouble as the Death Prophet does get picked up. And once again, we did see the Gyrocopter mid up against the Death Prophet. I think it was in the GESC. And did pretty well up against the Death Prophet. So maybe they run the Gyrocopter mid. And then pick themselves up another safe lane hero.
5 seconds. Dyer's ban.
So Vitality take out the Tide, thinking this is going to be the support Nyx Assassin. And not an offlane Nyx Assassin. Abaddon's still in there, you've still got the Underlord.
10 seconds to go.
Off the top of my head, the Underlord's not a bad pick. Still got heroes like the Puck if you want a little bit more control.
Pick.
The Shadow Fiend's going to be the final ban. What are Max going to be picking up here? Vitality can respond, obviously because Max got the first pick, so Vitality get the last.
10 seconds to go.
And Max running out of time now, only got themselves close to 10 seconds. They picked themselves... Ooh. Enigma's actually a pretty cool hero. Keeps heroes locked down, obviously the Disruptor can combo up with that. Just keep heroes locked down in the kinetic field with a static storm while the Enigma walks himself up, because you don't usually see the Enigma go for that first item blink nowadays. So the Enigma, it gives the Enigma time to get in there for the Black Hole, the Midnight Pulse as well. Does Vitality pick up the Monkey King? And it is going to be that mid-gyrocopter miracle on the Monkey King. We've got Super on the Shadow Shaman in July on the Omni Knight, just waiting for Dogfights to pick up the Tusk once again. Wrong on the Disruptor, Ray on the Nyx Assassin. Got HMX on the Enigma. Death Prophet's not got a name. Cool, 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 cool. And looks like it potentially is going to be the safe lane Razor, with Fontaine not picking up his hero just yet. Just waiting now for the reserve time to be over. Hopefully, I think we might have a bit of a pause. Obviously, HMX having a bit of trouble. Has reconnected, so just gotta wait now for him to get himself back in. What is this Disruptor Raptor? I want to see it. Where is it?
Beast bomb.
What is that? Wanji the Thunder Lizard. Want it. So let's take a look at the items while we get ourselves into this game. No smokes coming out just yet from what we can see in July. Still picking up his items though, and it looks like Max this time not going to be going for the smoke.
Oh boy.
Somebody got his hero a couple of levels. Doesn't actually say what level they are, does it?
Oh boy.
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, those aren't going to get annoying like the original voice lines that you could spam.
Oh boy.
It's wrong. Fonte gonna be guarding this rune in July. Is he gonna try and go for this? He's not picked up anything just yet.
And they're off.
Still got that free point, and yeah, just backs himself away.
God is a great conductor.
Everybody gets the rune. Everybody gets out happy. Because Nyx Assassin, it looks like, is he just looking to plant a ward, or is this going to be an actual 2-on-2? Maybe moves himself back into the mid lane to look for a bit of harass, but again, with this protective ward being down, it sees this little corridor here for any rotations through. So yeah, looks like we are going to be getting ourselves a 2-on-2 as Angela even goes for the purification onto a creep, maybe looking for the last hits. There's the leash coming out from the Razor to steal a little bit of damage. and dogfights. What does he do? Does he hang around now within July? Or does he just look for... I'm not really sure what he's doing there. Maybe looking for the blocks. He is looking for that pull block. Just to make sure that the disruptor can't get through. Pull this lane away from Injuly. He's taking a decent amount of damage. He does have the purification if he gets too low. But he's trying to use that 4 last hits as well. The Ice Shard's going to be off the mark, and Fonte just shrugs that one off. Right, again the ward is there. Sees this Nyx Assassin, so Gyrocopter is going to be playing it pretty darn safe. I'm surprised he's actually going so far out into the river as Ray does rotate in. There's going to be the Impale coming out onto the Gyrocopter, throws out the Rocket Barrage, but it's still a decent amount of damage onto the Gyrocopter. Ray down to about half his health now as well. Dogfights, rotates in, throws out the shards, doesn't block the high ground off completely. Makes it hard to maneuver around. Ray rotating through into the river. Looks like we're going to be getting ourselves a little bit of a trade, and with that Orb of Venom coming through from both heroes, it's going to be a slow one.
Excellent.
Fortune's change.
Disruptor going to be able to get himself to the room before Injuly actually denies it. Wrong. Okay, doesn't want to be giving up the range to the Omni Knight, letting him get into attack range. So Wrong just denies that rune. Because pretty sure Injuly picked up the other one. So mid lane, we're going to get ourselves another 2-on-2. Another 2-2 lane. Ice Shards fly. The missile's going to be there onto the Death Prophet, but the life drain comes out. Is it going to be enough? It should be enough to keep Death Prophet fairly healthy, yet Dogfight's taking a bit more harass. Down to about 270 health. Top lane though, the kinetic field comes out. Purification used by Injuly. He's not got any points into the repel just yet, so he is going to be getting pretty down low. The right click's coming out, the Thunder Strike. And 112 damage stolen by the Razor. Just eats his way through back onto the lane. One looks for the last hits. Meanwhile, mid lane, are they going to be able to find first blood here? One more right click coming out from Dogfights. It's going to be the self pop by Ray, and the tower, the Furry Fire, does it keep Dogfights alive? The last right click coming through from the tower, not onto the Tusk, onto Super. So while heroes get pretty low, nobody dies just yet. And unfortunately, no Zeus, no Invoker, no kill. Looks like Dogfight's got himself out on 13 health. And he's just going to be able to wander his way back to the fountain, heal himself up. It is a long way. But wanting to keep in hold of that TP just in case somebody gets aggressive on the side of Max. In the river, Super gets the rune mid lane. Ice Shards are going to be there as well as the missile. Walking up with the Rocket Barrage as well. Now Death Prophet getting pretty down low. The Courier's coming in. What's he going to be able to do with the life drain onto the Gyrocopter? He's now got it onto the Tusk as well. Nyx rotates in. Ray Impale is just going to be the right click, and now the Ice Shards. The kinetic field comes in from the Disruptor as well, trying to keep them in. There's going to be Ray popping Spike Carapace, but it's not going to be enough. Wrong does get the glimpse back.
Feeling under the weather?
So a 2-for-1. The Nyx is already back alive. S back onto the lane now as well. Fonte's got the leash in July, just needs to run himself away. Only 45 damage stolen this time. What does the Gyro do? It puts him at a little bit of a disadvantage. He's 1 level behind, or about half a level behind. It looks like they want to be finding this kill. The Tusk's still coming in with the Shadow Shaman now as well. It's going to be a smoke up. Missile flies through. Death Prophet, the Snowball's going to be the Ice Shards, the Shackle. Ice Shards just being held back, just in case. Now S. Going to be able to close the gap on the levels.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Meanwhile, the bottom lane, we've not really spoke about this, but Miracle has got himself 3 points up into the Boundless Strike, so should be able to deal with the little Eidolons once they come out. This ward sees Ray. S has learnt his lessons, just playing it safe. Backed himself all the way up to his tier 1 tower.
Bottom tower. The Dire best do something about that
HMX Miracle just squaring off. And Miracle now is level 6. Snowball into the Enigma. HMX only level 4. Where's he going to go? The Midnight Pulse comes out. The leap comes through from the Monkey King. Does he have the stunner? He doesn't have it. One more right click though from Super. Will be able to finish him up. Monkey King though might get himself a little bit dead. As Wrong picks up the last right click. And even the glimpse onto Dogfights. Dogfights caught between the two towers. Ray picks it up. And once again the trade going Max's way. Good rotations. Good spell usage coming out from the side of Max. To able to capitalize on that. Shadow Shaman was able to get the TP away. But the Monkey King as well as the Tusk Guard do go down. So 6.5 minutes in, nearly 7 minutes in. Let's take a look at the net worth as their shackles come out onto the Enigma. In July is going to be there. Miracle leaps himself down. Midnight Pulse comes out once again, but the Purification keeps Super healthy even with these Eidolons being there. Boundless Strike cleans them up. Even Acros and Neutrals in the mid lane though, they are going to be able to take down Dogfights with the Exorcism being popped. This Tier 1 tower in a little bit of trouble. Cess trying to do what he can. Black Cannon is there, keeping the Death Prophet back. Now, in July comes in just to try and disrupt this farm, but Fonte's rotated down as well. If we take a look at the mid lane, Ray's coming through from behind. There's going to be the Impale as well as the Light Train coming out onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter tries to run himself away, but it's only Brown Boots, so S gets himself back to the Tier 2 tower. It's going to be a 2-man Ice Shards as Dogfights puts himself on the front line. Now the TP's coming in. S just wants to keep himself back. The Flat Cannon is available as well as the Rocket Barrage if you can find this. Fonte takes down In July on the bot lane. Meanwhile, it's going to be a 2-man Snowball rolling in. Shackles cancelled by the Impale, and now the DP getting pretty low. The Rocket Barrage is trying to turn this one around. A couple miraculous. The Swarm comes through as well. S less than 50 health. And everybody decides, you know what? Let's not. Let's just go our own ways.
Radiant's gone and fortified their structures.
So Fonte trying to push down this Tier 1 tower.
Right now.
Base Boots salve just in case he gets himself low.
Bottom tower.
Top lane. Miracle. I think they see him. The leap comes through onto the Death Prophet. Is he going to try and go for this? The right clicks are there, stacking up that Jingu Mastery one more. Does have the Boundless Strike if he wants to try and make a move for this, but the TP coming in from Wrong. It looks like he's just going to be playing it safe. Nyx Assassin was there as well. Oh, is he? Does he go for another leap? Well, the Jingu Mastery still got that now. It's about halfway through if he wants to try and make a kill happen. Just throws out the Boundless Strike and re-dances himself away. Burrow. Two heroes in the mid lane. S Dogfights. Moonwalking a bit there. There's the connection. A little blip though.
Purified.
Green Maiden Smoke coming up from the side of Vitality. Razor backs himself away. I think they did it just underneath this ward. So Razor. Fonte knows it's coming. And now a smoke of their own. Fonte using himself as bait. He's trying to steal the damage. The cooldown's going to be there. The kinetic field comes out, but Fonte is going to be taken down already. Black Hole takes down the Gyrocopter. It's actually the tower that gets the last hit. Wrong. Is he going to be able to find himself a Dogfights? The Eidolons see it. Dogfights is trying to run himself away. The rotations are coming through now, but the Ice Shards, just so he can get the TP. Is there a glimpse in time? Impaled just a little bit off the mark, and Wrong stopped with the Shrine. Oh, Miracle. Pushing out the Tier 2 towers, got a little bit of damage on that as well.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
So 5 to 7, 10 minutes in. Net worth slightly going the way of Max. You know, it's negligible. No, it's less than 1k. Teams going to be happy with the way the match is going for now. Max maybe even a little bit more happy just because the kills coming out. In July trying to run down the Purification, trying to farm out those Eidolons. Midnight Pulse. What is that? It's only 1 point into the Malphus, so Omni Knight can just back himself away, gets the Purification, farms up this wave as well as the Eidolons. Mid lane, snakes have been dropped for this Tier 1 tower.
Razor. My fair weather friend.
Fonte's cleaning them up, though. They're going to get the glimpse back onto Super. And the Plasma Field, the call down, though. Gyrocopter not wanting to leave his support. Super going to go down to Wrong with that Thunder Strike. Wrong getting pretty low. Is he going to be able to survive through this? No, as the Life Drain comes out. S uses his wand, and now the Repel as well. The right clicks, though, from the stand-in. EP. Going to have to pick up that kill. Injuly gets himself back to the tier 1 tower. But once again, 3 for 1. Max taking the trade on the fights.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Ooh. Top lane. Miracle still trying to take down this tier 2 tower. It's getting pretty low. It's down to at least below a third of its health.
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good.
The Eidolons. Trade tier 1 tower. And with the second tower of the game, we are only nearly 12 minutes in. Ray's level 6, does have the Vendetta. Doesn't want to be going up against Miracle. Miracle has no points into the Wukong's command.
Dire's mid tower won't last much.
Bottom lane though, are they going to be able to find Injuly? He throws the Repel on himself and runs himself away. HMX doesn't have Black Hole, the Plasma Field flies through and Fonte picks up that kill.
Dire's mid tower's nothing now.
Yeah, the Malefice was there and obviously procs for a couple of seconds. It only took them 9 seconds to find the kill as well.
Dire might want to mine their top tower.
As S on the top lane finds the kill onto Ray. Now the tier 2 tower should go down here.
Dire's top tower's gone.
Miracle is top of the net worth.
Ain't a pretty sight right now.
A gift from the tempest of
Going towards that Battle Fury now as well.
Now. Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
Fonte TPs as HMX takes down the tier 1 tower on the bot. Does Miracle go for a dive here? Looks like he's just going to be TPing himself down to the bot lane. Wrong's hanging around in July. He's going to be able to spot this one out. Miracle gets himself up into the trees. Static Storm, but he leaps himself away from there. Sends himself into a tree on a tree. Vitality. They were looking for a fight, but the Static Storm, the Kinetic Field being baited out there, so that is going to be down now for the next 70 seconds at least. As Injuly sees the stack. Vendetta coming in. If they can get the right click impale, actually going to be using the Spike Carapace, but there was no purification. Injuly throws it out now. Repel's going to be there, even throwing out the Guardian Angel. Miracle trying to rotate in, does have a point into that Wukong's command now as well. Throws it out as the DP comes out onto that high ground, and this could be big with the shackles. Injuly picks that one up with the purification. Wrong tries to run himself away, but with the leaping from Miracle, it is going to be the kill. Ray now, Spike Carapace is there, but do they try and bait this out? Rocket Barrage, there's going to be the Spike Carapace, but the chase is still on. Dogfights picks that one up with the ice shards. So finally, a trade goes the way of Vitality, a 3 for 0. EP walking up onto the unknown. Miracle capitalizes with his Wukong's command.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower? Dire's
And even the Gyrocopter. Snakes have been popped. They want to take this tier 1 tower on the bot lane. DP comes up. Drums were popped. Assuming from the Gyro. Mid lane though, can they find a kill? Black Hole onto the Monkey King. And now Fonte's there with his right clicks. 70 damage stolen.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
He's getting close to the Sanjin Yasha.
my pension.
So net worth now, swing in the way of Vitality. It's not a massive swing. It's less than 1,000 gold. You can see, yeah, the peak on both sides. Not that massive, less than 2,000 gold, which is easily swung back. Where does the rotation come from here? Super in July. Even dogfights move themselves up to the top. Miracles on the bot lane. But even try and find a kill. Wukong's command's back up in 14. Just throws a balance strike onto the DP. Lets him know he's there. But meanwhile, Dire Jungle Dogfights takes down Wrong. The missiles coming through onto HMX. Doesn't have the black hole. Purification in July wants to carry on chasing. Gyrocopter comes in with a rocket barrage. And S finds that kill. Now the Vendetta. Impale's going to be thrown out as well. It could be bad for the Tusk. 2 for 1. In July tries to throw himself away. Does have the repel. Even the Exorcism being popped for this. In July just carries on running with the repel up. Is going to be wearing off now. And the DP's Exorcism slowly chunking away at his life. I guess he was just trying to finish him off on the fountain, maybe create space for the rest of the team. Knew he was dead, so he just helps the rest of his team get away.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom
On a 2 for 2. 2 for 3.
gave up a bottom tower.
How did they take down the Monkey King? Miracle, where does he go with this? Again, does have the Boundless Strike, and that's a tasty amount of Eidolons coming out. Wait for them all to be stuck up. There it is. Farms out most of them. That's the Battle Fury now as well. Right, he's used the Vendetta.
The time.
Sword doesn't see him, but it should see him bouncing about. The trees do. Or he actually bounces the other way. Miracle spotted out in the lane. Tree on a tree. Yo dog, we heard you like trees, so we put a tree on your tree. So you can tree while you tree.
Double damage.
You could look to take a fight here. The leap comes out onto the creeps. Spike Carapace. But no Boundless Strike, and now the cooldown comes through. It's only going to be on to 3, but the Static Storm Kinetic Field traps in 3 heroes. It's going to be a big black hole. 3-man black hole there. Ray comes in. The Guardian Angel going to be keeping them alive. And now the Boundless Strike actually turns this one around. It's going to be 3 kills going the way of Vitality. Fonte being chased down now as well. In July wants to try and find this kill. Does have the Purification. Silenced up for now. And the DP drains him out and throws out the Crypt Swarm. Finds that return kill. So it's going to be a 2 for 3 going the way of Vitality. And the Shaman was dropped, so Prophet needs to be careful. Miracle's still there. The Wukong's command has been used, but with dogfights, it could be another potential kill. With the DP going for BKB now as well, you'd be able to help him out in these fights. And that's particularly the net worth. Miracle is still at the top. Gyrocopter 4th with the Razor. What's the DP sandwich in between? Oh, Tusk. Life drains there. Razor going to be able to keep himself in range for that Spike Carapace as a sigil. Snowball. And cooldown comes through. The Tusk might go down. The Spike Carapace there. The missile's going to fly through onto the Nyx. As the DP does pick up that kill. And now, does he try and chase down S? Exorcism is up. Miracle picks up the kill onto Wrong. Miracle sees Ray. Spike Carapace there, but he looks like he's just going to be keeping himself safe. Just moves himself away from the Exorcism. Doesn't want his tree to be cut. Super scouts out Fonte. In July moves in as well. The Purification onto the Invis. There's going to be the Shackle with the Snakes. In July trying to rotate in for this kill as well. It's going to be the Blink Dagger in by the Enigma. Did actually go for that first item, Midnight Pulse. In July wants to carry on chasing. Fonte, is he going to be able to get himself away from the Shrine? It is popped. Now they turn it around onto In July. Pick up that kill. And nothing Miracle or Super and the Snakes could do about that. And now the Yule Scepter comes out, but there's no mana left onto the Death Prophet. And Super could just hang himself around the Snakes for safety. Well, say safety. Miracle's going to be thrown out the Wukong's command. This could be a dead Death Prophet. Static Storm, but just needs the right clicks. The Tusk caught out in the kinetic field. And Ray comes in with the Spike Carapace, but S looking to come in and clean up with the flat cannon damage. It's not going to be enough. Plasma Field. Actually going to be the DP that finds that kill. A 4 for 2 trade. 17 to 21 Vitality. This net worth, I don't think it's gone any higher than about 2k. Yeah, if you just see it, it's just going roller coastering up and down here.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Let's take a look at the hero levels, and you can see it's quite a wide stretch. The DP, the Razor, after that fight's in top of the stack. The Nyx down at the bottom with the Shadow Shaman, though the other two supports not that far away either. So everybody seems to be keeping pace with each other, with only like a 1 or 2 level variance in between the roles. Miracle now with this Battle Fury. Finding, let's take a look at the net worth, 150 in 21 minutes, as well as 3 kills and 2 assists. 3 kills, 2 deaths and 6 assists, sorry. Oh, Tusk could be in a little bit of trouble. Dogfights, there's going to be... sorry, the static link. Dogfights gets the TP, meanwhile top lane. Nyx Assassin sees super. Is there going to be a rotation in Death Prophet's making his way over? Nyx Assassin, oh, he sees him in the Vendetta. Is he going to be able to play this one off as the Gyrocopter is rotating in? There's going to be the Hex, even with the Vendetta up. The Shackles come through. S finds the kill. Now the Exorcism popped. Death Prophet doesn't have the mana just yet. There's going to be the Glimpse back now as well into the Static Storm connected field. 2-man Black Hole with the Exorcism being up. This should be an easy double kill. So, 2 for 1.
Got it.
Nyx Assassin playing the long game, obviously acting as bait though. Help find those kills.
No breaking down the Radiant structures like this. Radiant's top tower's in bad shape. Dire's mid tower could use a little help. The Radiant got one last top tower.
Miracle. Go for a Sanjin Yasha of his own. And the Nyx Vendetta is back up. He's popped that. He's going to be able to rotate through. Maybe even finds the Monkey King that leaps himself up to the Ancients.
The tithe.
But Ray wants to find something with this Vendetta. Dogfight is going to be walking forward. There's 3 heroes stacked up. The Vendetta, the Impale, the Plasma Field. The Dead Tusk. S wants to chase. He's got backup now within July as well as Super. They find Ray. The Hex comes out. Purification. S finds the kill. And they want Roshan. They drop the Serpent Wards for this as well. Roshan's going to go down quite fast. And nobody on the side of Max coming in to contest this, so Vitality taking a cheeky Roshan.
Engineering genius.
Done the deed.
Purification. Damage.
So Gyrocopter with an Aegis. Can buy out if he wants to. Getting close to getting at least the Eagle Song. Looking for that full butterfly.
Bounty.
And HMX. Is that a full BKB? I think it is a full BKB coming up for the Enigma. So no longer... Well, the Tusk Walrus Punch, I guess, but HMX just casts the Black Hole on himself. Drags those heroes in, and I don't think there's anything that's going to be able to cancel that once the BKB is up. 4-man Smoke coming up from Max. As they rotate themselves through the Radiant jungle. Pings of the Exorcism is available. EP just walks itself up to the T2 tower, gives the game away. The Glimpse back, I think it's onto the Gyrocopter. It is going to be onto the Gyrocopter with the kinetic field now, keeping him locked down. Snowball snatches him out of that one though. The 2-man Impale comes through. It could be bad for the Gyrocopter. Aegis going to be popped. Dogfights tries to run himself away. The right clicks are going to be the Miracle. Takes down HMX on the backlines. And now he comes back through this Aegis. What's Seth going to be able to do here? Death Prophet getting pretty down low. Has the Exorcism popped? It's going to be 3 kills. Going the way of Max. And Aegis as well. So technically 4. And they're not done just yet. Monkey King is going to be able to get himself away in the trees. But with the Exorcism being up, they may even find in July. Yule Scepter's there. The Silence, another Yule Scepter now as well. Kinetic Field, the Impale, the Drain of the damage. Fonte picks that one up with the Plasma Field. Miracle trying to do what he can with the creep skip. And it will be enough to keep them off this tier 2 tower on the bot. DP moves up to the top lane, trying to do a little bit more farming, looking for that Shiva's guard.
Haste. Death and gold.
Right, close to the blink, 26 minutes in. Only a 2k net worth advantage going the way of Max, even after that fight. Death Prophet now. Pushing out the top lane. And 13,000 net worth on the hero now. Has the BKB. Oh, close to... has the BKB as well. Looking for that Shadow Blade into the Refresher. Which is going to be big if he can find himself a decent double black hole. Maybe with 3 or 4 heroes to keep Vitality locked down.
Fortune's changed.
Super playing up the lane. Maybe just trying to anticipate, but there's no vision on this hero just yet. The Vendetta coming through from the Nyx Assassin. Spots on the Monkey King. Even sees what trees on. He's got the Quelling Blade. If he can knock this one down, the Razor's there. Ew, cuts the wrong tree. And Monkey King is able to leap himself away. One more to the right. Would have been potentially a kill as the Monkey King would have been stunned up for. So that's like 3 seconds, isn't it? Four seconds. Yeah, that's a pretty decent stun just for cutting a tree.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Regeneration.
DP has the exorcism up. In fact, all of the ultimates are up if Max wants to try and fight this now.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
Death Prophet going to be keeping hold of the exorcism. Just for now. Smoke's going to be popped on the backlines as well. Nyx.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant lost
Tier 2, excuse me, Tier 2 tower on the bot lane goes down. Spike Carapace just wait for that purification. It is going to be popped with the Impale as well as the Life Drain. You'll set her up into the air. In July shouldn't be able to get himself out of this one. Throws out the Guardian's Angel. Is there enough damage? And Prophet heals to self, trying to cancel that one off. Wait, Prophet heals to self? Was there a repel? I think there was. So Omni Knight pops both the Guardian Angel, the repel, gets the TP away with about 100 health left. Now Monkey King. Tree on a tree. Sees the DP. Is he going to flee? He's just going to keep himself stationary for now as the rest of his team rotates in. But Max is stacking up the snowball. Ice Shards come through. Static Stone connected field. BKB popped by the Death Prophet. Toast trying to TP himself away. Is there going to be enough damage? There will be as Fonte takes down Super now as well. Monkey King tries to dive himself away. He's in the lane. There's the Vendetta, so he's going to be able to be chased out. The right click, the Vendetta. Keeping the Spike Carapace for now as well. The rest of Max stacking up on this. BKB popped by Miracle. Connected field steals him out. There's going to be the Wukong's command. Are they going to be able to fight this one with the Black Hole? They take down Ray. He's actually getting pretty low. He's trying to fight his way through this. Gets himself a double before being killed off by the Death Prophet anyway. DP now has herself the godlike.
Where's my pension?
It's going to be a 3 for 2, but they take down the elusive Monkey King. It's only his 3rd death in the game.
Invisibility.
And Roshan, at least a minute and 22 before he's back alive.
Great conductor.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Wrong sees S. What's he going to be able to do here with the cooldown? Being used on the Ancients.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
No sorcery.
Eli throws the rip on himself. He is going to be able to TP himself away. Nothing to cancel that off. Now Death Prophet. I'm going to go towards the Hex. Already has that Shiva's Guard, catching up on net worth for the Monkey King now as well. This is a pretty big deal, especially with the Battle Fury. The Hex comes out onto a Razor with the Serpent Wards being dropped. It looks like they are going to be able to keep himself locked down. No, he pops the BKB, walks himself out with the Phase Boots. And the Wards drop for nothing now. Roshan not back up for at least another 15 seconds. Yeah, Eidolon's trying to clean up these Serpent Wards. So gold for gold. Roche, what's it going to be? 2 seconds before he's back up. It's going to be a quick one actually. 12 seconds, and as long as in July, someone from Vitality hangs around here.
This'll come in handy. The time.
But Max might even scout this one out. Ping in the Roche pit. Tusk does have that sigil if he wants to check it. Not going to be popping it just yet. There it goes. Should get there. Sees the Roshan. Just as Max go for a smoke up play. So it's going to be a 4-man smoke. The Razor's still hanging about in the top lane. Now Vitality going to move themselves onto the lane. And we're hanging back with that Black Hole sees Esther. It's going to be the Blink Impale. Now the Exorcism pop, the Midnight Pulse as well. Black Hole, but the Snowball's going to keep them out of it. So the Boundless Strike cancels that one off. The leap in from Miracle now as well. As to the Shackles, they are going to be able to take down HMX. Dogfights goes down to Fonte. Wukong's command has been popped. Fonte is going to be able to get himself away from this. Walks himself out. Miracle just keeping himself in his ultimate for now. Just to try and zone heroes out. Leaps himself up onto the high ground. Should be able to find at least one hero. No, the Static Storm Kinetic Field comes out. And this should be a kill onto the Monkey King. They chase down in July as well. Are they going to be able to pick him off even with the Purification? Fonte picks himself up the double. And 2 Godlikes coming out. And the Exorcism is going to wear off now, but the creeps come through. This is going to be a tier 2 tower, all with a buyback on the Omni Knight now as well.
Radiant's mid towers getting banged. Radiant's mid towers in trouble.
So Gyrocopter gets impaled. The buyback comes through from in July. And the Glimpse is back the Omni Knight to the fountain. But with 4 heroes down, this is going to be a lane of racks, it looks like.
Radiant's mid towers getting banged up.
Ice shards are there, but Max don't really care. We want this melee racks.
Radiant's mid rags.
And they move themselves down to the tier 3 tower on the bot lane as well. The ranged will push in eventually, just with that melee being down. So they want to be taking another tier 3, maybe potentially another melee racks. Yeah, there's going to be the Hex coming through, even dropping the Serpent Wards, which are looking to be farmed up by the next Assassin as well as Fonte. Death Prophet, no Exorcism for 40 seconds, and now the chase is on. Kinetic Field comes out. Are they going to try and turn this one around? HMX doesn't have a refresher up, so no Black Hole for at least 40 seconds. And now Miracle chasing down HMX. It's popped the BKB. Ray's there, but not going to be doing anything to help his teammate out. Just says, you're on your own. I'm invis. I'm going to leave. Super melee creeps making their way in already. Now Vitality, they know Roshan is up. They're going to be starting this one now. Monkey King going for a Crystallis. Razor sees it out. The missile's going to fly towards the Roshan. Even the Ice Shards trapping the Razor onto the high ground. They turn the objectives around. Super getting pretty down low as the BKBs popped by Fonte. Takes down Super. Fonte with the Eye of the Storm. Are they going to be able to find any more kills? Miracle gets in with the Wukong's command as well as the Balance Strike. Dogfights gets pretty low, and the DP takes him down with the Exorcism. DP works back into the Wukong's command though. Being right-clicked down should be taken out here. Not sure why he walked himself back into it, raising the Roche Pit. 2 heroes down on either side. And Vitality on the timer because of these super creeps in the mid lane. Fonte just going to help push this one out. Miracle leaping around the trees. They don't have the greatest of vision on the side of the Radiant, so not wanting to give this one up while the 2 supports are down. They will have the hero advantage eventually if they want to try and move themselves back into this pit. Serpent Wards are up for a quick Roshan. But this range Rax in the mid lane will go down, and even the Effigy taking a little bit of damage as Dogfights rolls himself in to try and clear this one up. They know now that at least one hero is missing. Wukong. Sure where he's going for this. Just going to be teeping himself back to the Radiant Shrine. Rush getting pretty low. The kinetic field is going to be there, but S walks himself out of this. The Hex does come out. Midnight Pulse. It's going to be a black hole just onto the Gyrocopter, but is it going to be enough to keep him locked down? S getting pretty down low. Plasma Field comes through. Fonte does find the kill, and now the BKB pop by Miracle gets the Wukong's command off. Even traps the Nyx Assassin inside. You'll have to keep it alive for now, but with the right click coming out from Miracle, Roche getting pretty low to the Serpent Ward's going to be bashing these ones down. It looks like they're going to carry on fighting this. Super tries to run himself away. Dogfights in the river will be giving up his life. Oh, and Super's pretty darn low. Death Prophet can't carry on making a move for this. Super goes north. Out Roshan. Courier sees it. It's not on the greatest of health. Less than 2,000 health left. Monkey King doesn't have his ult up for 55. It's Fonte DP move themselves into the pit to finish this one off. Even the Midnight Pulse being used for this.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
So Roche goes the way of Fonte. Razor, that Eye of the Storm is back up soon now as well. Going towards a refresh of his zone with the Aghanims makes mincemeat out of the buildings. So Fonte just farming up the jungle. How far off that refresher? As I say, it buys it up. That is going to be his buyback. Has the Aegis. If you take a look at the hero buybacks, it's only the Death Prophet as well as the Enigma that has them available. So maybe this is where Max tried to make a move. Ray in the river. A refresher for the Enigma. He's about, what, half the gold away? But Max, he scouts out in July with the scan. They want to be making a push as the DP should be able to clear through this bot lane creeps. As the Tusk gets spotted up the kinetic field, the snowball, but it's only going to keep him alive for so long as the Razor drains out the damage for him. The glimpse back in Dogfights killed off, no buyback, down for 67. Miracle trying to do what he can to trade this onto the tier 3 tower top lane, but the fortification comes out. Fonte, they want to be taking this fight, they want to take down Miracle. I'm surprised he didn't try and trade the tier 3 for the tier 3. As the Razor cancels that TP. Okay, Eye of the Storm has been popped, it's down for 50, so it's not the greatest cooldown in the world. X comes through there. It's going to be the Serpent Wars, but the Impale cancels the shackles. The BKB popped. Exorcism's out now. Super's trying to run himself away. Oh boy. We get a bit of a Chinese-like. We're going to see a black hole out of nowhere. The Guardian's Angel as well. Sorry for the slideshow, guys. It is Chinese Dota, so connection not the greatest in the world. We're going to have to wait and see. Myself a double. Miracle's 3-kill streak being ended. If fight's over, I'm gonna do a quick disconnect and reconnect. Hopefully it'll sort it out. Again, guys, it's Chinese Dota, so every so often. Yeah, hopefully the connection's sorted out now. And hopefully we're back. The stream didn't drop for too long. We just need to do a quick reset because everything was a bit laggy. Stream was a bit laggy. Game was a bit laggy. But Fonte being missiled up does have the BKB stunned up. There's going to be the cooldown coming through. The buyback comes through. Refresher used by the Razor. It's going to be throwing out that double Eye of the Storm. And now, in July, Yule settles himself up into the air. In July, going to be taken down. S. Is this going to be able to get the kill? It's just going to be popped. Gems on the ground. The buyback's coming through from absolutely everyone. 2-man Black Hole keeping him locked down. But Miracle cancels that one off. Now Ray, the chase is on to be able to find Fonte. Age has been popped. Vitality, if they find the kills here, let's take a look at the buybacks. Razor does have it, but nobody else on the side of the Dire. It's already down, does. So S, missile's going to be there. No BKB for 35 either, so the chase is on. The shackles come out, disrupted by his back. But Razor's already gone down. Vitality can look for the push in the mid lane.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Super Creep's going to be making it hard to push through.
Purification.
Gyrocopter wants to go for it. Razor does have the buyback. Nyx got the gem. Okay, so Nyx has it back. So Ray's gonna see S. Flat cannons though, still got 3 charges left on that now as well. Just cleaning up creeps in the jungle. Vendetta, Impale, is there a chase? BKB is available for the repel. Gonna be doing work as in July, just spins himself up in the air. The glimpse back, who's it gonna be? It was actually glimpsing him back to where he was in that Yules. But he instantly drops. And Max not gonna be able to find a kill. Yes, Ray got the Vendetta. Just needs to be careful. He is alone, so he doesn't want to be being caught out here. The lane in the mid is going to be carry on pushing in. Obviously because of those super creeps up against the normals. Actually, we didn't take a look at these racks. They are about halfway down each. Melee regenning up. And Death Prophet now with the Exorcism. Just gonna push out this top lane. Could look for the last tier 2 tower on the side of Vitality.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
And should even be able to do this without the Exorcism. It looks like we're gonna go for a refresher gaming. As at least 2 are up and DP wants to make it 3.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
So the push coming through onto this tier 2 tower. It's going to be slow. The Dire try and scan just to make sure they're not being snuck up on.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
So the tier 2 tower eventually going to go down. Exorcisms there. The Ice Path trying to block through these creeps. But Vitality don't want to be coming out of the base. Roshan is down. We don't get a timer. We're reconnected while the rush was dead, so we don't get a timer. But it should be soon. TM.
Double damage.
HMX does have the BKB, the Shadow Blade. One towards an Octarine core now, it looks like, after the refresher. A Monkey King. 900 gold away from a Rapier. Miracle. That's what he thinks he needs for these fights. That's what he's going to be going for. And with the crits coming out from both the Deadless as well as the Boundless Strike. If you can get it with a Battle Fury, get a decent Wukong's command down, should be able to find a fair few kills. $400 gold away. This creep wave may even be enough. The last creep would have been the secure. So what does he do here? Don't think he goes back for a Radiance or anything like that, or a Nullifier. I think he is actually just, he wants the Rapier. It's going to be all or nothing. Doesn't want to be getting caught out though. Especially as soon as he buys that one up. So he just plays it safe in the base. The scan comes out from the Radiant. They don't see anyone there, so he can start to make his way towards the secret shop.
Haste.
There we go, boys and girls. Buyback. It's down for at least another minute anyway. It's a miracle. Just wants to go for it, just picks up the Rapier, decides, you know what, this is it. We're going to go for one big team fight when they push in, try and catch them out. And just keep it a surprise, keep the Monkey King hidden. What better way to keep something hidden than under smoke?
Is a great conductor.
Things come through from the Razor. Max just going to be keeping high ground. As Vitality rotate through, Roshan is up now as well. They scout this one out. Serpent wards have been dropped, but the courier is going to be able to see this being done. The courier gets taken down, no items on it, just being used for scouting. Wukong's command going to be thrown out, and just look at how fast Roshan goes down. It is going to be a refresher orb as well. So Monkey King trades his boots off for that. I'm surprised he didn't pick up the Aegis with having the Rapier. But he sees this one coming in. Does he refresh and go for the Wukong command? Cooldown's going to be the shackles onto the Razor. He is going to refresh, go for the Wukong's command, clean up absolutely everybody. The buyback's coming through from the next assassin. DP's trying to run himself away now as well. Pops the cheese. Black Hole's going to be onto nobody. HMX getting pretty down low, but it looks like the Death Prophet is going to be taken down. The leap onto the trees as well. HMX tries to do what he can. The buyback's coming through from the next assassin, Tusk, and now HMX just runs himself away on low health, but Nyx Assassin, that's going to be a dieback. Only the DP that can buy back. Where does Miracle go with this now? The Battle Fury Rapier.
Got it.
It's a Gyrocopter. Going for a blink. Wait. Okay, it's double Rapier gaming. Gyrocopter has one. Monkey King has one. Anybody else got one that we didn't know about? Okay, not yet. Those couldn't be bad with the one. I suppose he can pick it up if Miracle of S dies. But S, with the flat cannon, just wants to be making his way up the lane, up against the super creeps. Got his own creeps coming in now. They should be able to equalize on racks. And just look how fast this tower is going to go down. The fortification's there. A Nobody on the side of Max wants to buy back. They're just going to go for the tier 4s. They want to fight this one out. They want to take it now. The buyback comes through. Baits it out. So up wards come through. Just going to be able to clean up buildings. So the Malefice onto the Gyrocopter pops the BKB. Going to go for the tier 4s. Are they going to be able to find the kills? The BKB is popped by HMX. Hex onto Tusk, but S throws out the cooldown. Super's going to be there. Is there going to be a Hex? Shackles to follow up as well. The Wukong's command comes through wrong. Going to be taking all these right clicks. Needs to throw out the S-Blade. The Black Hole on the back picks up the Wukong's. But doesn't matter. Rapier Gaming, boys, takes it down. Vitality take the series 2-0. Is a two-game series. So Max not picking up a win. It looked really good for them up until the Rapiers came out, and then Vitality caught one great fight and absolutely destroyed Max. So this is going to be our first game series of the day. There is a second game series coming up. It's going to be Max and LGD. We are going to take a quick break, hopefully drop into the game pretty darn soon. I assume Max are going to be taking like a 10-minute break after that series. Yeah, we do have another 2 games coming up, guys. Stick around. I do apologise for any lag on the stream. It's Chinese Dota. It happens every so often. Hopefully it'll stabilise in the next couple of matches. But it's just every so often it happens. Hopefully it won't happen as much for the next 2 series. So all I can do is apologise for that. I've been Robnrollgaming, your caster. We'll see you for the next couple of games. But for now, we're going to take a quick break.